When it comes to installing pipe, there's a couple of quick, easy do's and don'ts. The most important one is don't drop the fitting. The fitting's made of plastic. Any little score or crack in the fitting will cause it to fail later on. That's the first don't. You should don't disassemble these. They don't need to be disassembled to get the pipe to go in. You just basically loosen it up, you push the pipe in. If the pipe doesn't go in, the chances are it's just that the O-ring is a little dry. A little bit of soap and water will lubricate the O-ring, and you should be able to push it right in, and then it'll seat. You also don't want to reuse the pipe too often, because now that it's been seated, it's made little scores in the pipe. And now that clinch ring is dug into the aluminum. You do it once or twice, you might get away with it. On the third or fourth time, it's possible that it's going to start to give. It may not necessarily blow out, but you will definitely have leaks. And at ceiling height, wherever you have the pipe installed, that's not a good thing. You also want to make sure that you don't use pipe that's been dented or bent, because the bend in the pipe may have creases that you don't notice now, but after time with compression, expansion, and contraction, it could fail. And also and if you're using lots of angles, 90s, and you're going in different directions, you want to make sure you use a lot of brackets to stabilize the entire assembly, because if you only put a bracket on one end and bracket on the other end, you could have sway in play. That wear and that vibration is eventually going to have one of them wear out the aluminum, and then you could have a burst in the pipe. Those are basically the do's and don'ts of the pipe fittings.